Hey everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Whew, it's been a minute. I ain't seen y'all since last year. How y'all doing? How your mama them, your granny, your auntie, your uncles? How your cousin them doing? How your brother and your sister? Baby, how your best friend doing? Everybody doing all good. That's great. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Mic check 1 2. Hey babe, how you doing? Hey Trisha, how you doing? Yes, I am back. I am Kimberly Latisse, and this is Champagne Conversations. I have not seen y'all since last year. Like, what? And I planned on coming back the first Thursday of this year, but I was knocking on heaven's door. So I'm just now getting my voice back. Cause baby, I was sounding like Barry White and James Earl Jones had a baby. That would have been me. So one no way. Hell is hot. I'm finna get on this here internet. Sound like a bullfrog. So hey, hey. So baby, we finna get right on into it. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I'm not gonna. I say that every time, and we be in here talking hella shit. But I'm gonna start off saying I ain't gonna keep y'all long. But let's talk about generational curses and how to break them. Because baby, we need to break these generational curses. Cause y'all see these hobgoblins running around here acting like it's 1920s. Cause they passing down the same curses and the same ideologies and the same mindset they had growing up. And that's not only in the white community, that's in the black community, Latino, Mexican, baby. Anybody with a heartbeat, they community. We all have generational curses. Ours are not the same as theirs, but they're still curses all the same. So we gonna talk about it, baby. Whew. Well, I already got my list. I got my notebook. Y'all got y'all notebook? Because I know it's been a while, but we still need our notebook to go, over notes and reflections and, things that pop into your mind. Hello. I know y'all ain't slacking like that. But anywho, I got mine because y'all tripping. So, so what are generational curses? Because everybody talk about it. Everybody say it, but don't nobody know what the hell it is. Okay, so generational curses. A habit or behavior that has been passed from one generation to the next. That's that's cut and dry. That's in layman terms. Anybody can understand it. So we finna dig this a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go ahead and break this down for the ones that may not get. Kim, what are you talking about? Mimi, a negative cycle of behavioral patterns, practices, or mindsets that is transmitted from one generation to the next. I think that one is a better definition because that's broad. That goes over every human being on this earth, especially with the mindsets transmitted from generation to generation. We're going to touch on the mindsets in just a second. But we got a few little topics to go through today, and we're going to get into it and we're going to talk about it. All right, I see you talking about go get your notebook. Go get it, babe. I feel like I got a hair in my eye, and I'm about to take my eyeball out on live, rinse it, and put it back in. That's what it's feeling like right now. But we're not finna go there. All right, so first, y'all know that saying, "What stay in my house? What goes on in my house, stay in my house." You know, that's a generational curse, right? You know that, right? Because the things that go on in some people's houses is brood hatred. And I'm not just talking about, abuse, mental, physical, sexual, financial abuse, but also the mindsets that get passed around in households. Because I was watching a video where, a young lady was like, you know, white people, she talked to the white people of the world now. Do y'all sit back and talk to y'all grandparents or y'all parents about the things that they have done to people that don't look like them? So basically, me growing up as a child, I would sit and listen to my grandfather and my grandmother tell me horrific stories of the things that they basically had to do to survive, especially with my grandmother being born on a reservation and her being Native American. She told me stories of her mother having to take them out for dinner. Well, when her mother took her out for dinner, her mother's white passing. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, but she was Native, and she would say that her own children that she bore, that's because they had color. She would say that these are the her nanny's kids that she was just bringing out while the nanny cleaned the house. She was talking about her own kids. And I would sit and I would listen to that. I would listen to my grandfather saying that walking from school that they would have to jump in ditches when the trucks came by with the white kids, because if they did not, they would be hit and killed. Like, these are things that we were I would listen to. My own mother grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas, went to Fayetteville to go to school. And I remember her telling stories about how hard it was for her in school. And it's like, my mother's not old. My mother's in her 60s. Like, and so, like, your grandparents and your mothers and fathers had to be the ones that was doing this. Like, do y'all sit around and do they tell y'all the stories of them being racist? Of course they don't. They keep it in the family. They hold on to their secrets and they don't talk about it because they don't want to be checked on it. Like, our people aren't just making this up. Like, it had to happen. So, that holding on to secrets and passing mindsets is really what's like, y'all need to open your mouths and talk. And then maybe we can all get on one page and let them know, hey, what you got going on is not right. What I got going on is not right. So we can stop all of this. All right, Keisha, let's get into your comment, baby. So I do, and my family was a bunch of freaks. Molestation runs deep in our family. We weren't allowed to talk about it. And this reigns true in most Black homes. You hear I said most, I did not say all, because Black women before the age of 18 have some kind of sexual experience before the age of 18, some as young as 12, if not older or younger, excuse me, younger. So it's happening, and it's happening in the home. It's happening with these family members, or mama got these boyfriends coming in, daddy got these girlfriends coming in, because baby, men aren't the only ones that are predators. There are women predators too, and folks don't talk about that. All right, let's see what they said. It's the same reason they're trying to outlaw teaching of accurate American history. Of course, because they're trying to keep their secrets. Their secrets now are being exposed. They're being exposed. These millennials and Gen Z, one thing I will say about these Gen Zs, baby, they is calling these folks out. And these millennials, they calling these folks out. And I love it. I'm for it, baby, because I do. I call it out. I tell a motherfucker they wrong in a hot second. But back in the day, they didn't do that. They, kept a hush hush. You knew your role. You knew your role. Didn't nobody say nothing. No, it's time to talk about it. Time to expose all that and get that shit out into the open. Because once it's exposed, it can be talked about. And that's what they don't want. They don't want to talk about. Because these are things that are being taught in their households. And I'm not just talking about white people. I'm talking about Black people too. Mexicans, Asians, all communities. Everyone within their households have stereotypes and prejudices that just reign supreme in their households. All right, let's see what Donna got to say. We have an aunt that found out her husband cheated on her whole marriage. She divorced him and got back with him, but we can't say nothing. Baby, I will. Baby, I put my little hand up. You're not just finna walk in here like you did this cheat on her the whole marriage and now you back in here. But I ain't wrapped too tight. And see, those are the things that are taught. You just let it slide. You don't speak on it, and it starts. You start training these children at young ages, and we don't even know because our parents did it to us, and their parents did it to them. The first thing you do is tell a child, "Oh, you don't know how you don't know how you feel like if a child say they're upset or they found you ain't young enough to be depressed. You ain't young enough to be mad. What you mad about? I pay all the bills. I'm the one that need to be mad." So now you're basically suppressing that child and having them scared to now speak. Because every time they speak, you speak over them and you invalidate them. So now you're basically teaching them how to be quiet, how not to say anything. And that's not right. But that's another show. Invalidating children. That's another show. But we gonna say, hold on, let's see what Keisha got to say. So basically, I'm told in 2009. Whose voice was that? Okay. What my dad did to me, and I never spoke to him again. People told me to just let it go. We're going to get to that. Baby, when I tell you that's a subject, we're gonna get to that. That right there, that let go and forgive shit. I'm gonna get on that. But baby, hold on, see. Stop that. Things that go on in your household that is bad need to be talked about. Things that are going on in your household just don't need to be that don't. I'm frustrated because this is happening. I know all of us have gone through this. That's one of the first things you learn. What go on in my house, stay in my house. Don't put nobody in my business. Because, and then the first thing they do is say, what the police gonna come and take you, and then who gonna take care of you? Like you were literally suppressed with fear. When they know that the things that they are doing and the things that is going on in their household is bad and they don't want it spoken about, and they put fear in us that somebody is going to come and take us and we're not going to be together. Keisha just said yes. They use scare tactics and suppression to hold the secrets into their house. And that basically is just transmitting the mindsets from one generation, because that's all you know. That's all you know. Your mama did it to you. Your grandmama did it to them. Great grandmama did it to your grandma. And it could be grandparents, uncles, whatever. I'm just using the matriarchy because that's usually who does all the discipline and all the teaching in the household is the mother. So if I say mother, and if it was your father, I'm using that in a general term very loosely because it can be your father, your aunt, your uncle. Everybody was not raised by their mother. So it could be your grandmother, uncle, aunt. I had a barrage of people that raised me. My mother, my grandmother, and my aunt. So I could say my aunt said this, my grandmother said this, or my mother said this. Y'all know how we do. So just putting that out there, so everybody like, not all mothers. My mother didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Somebody in your family did. Shut up. So, okay. Exactly. Exactly, Donna. No one should be told to let that shit go. Like I said, I'm going to touch on that later. But we're going to go on to the next topic because, baby, I can go on a whole of secrets because y'all already know how I feel about that. Baby, this is going to be a controversial subject, and I don't care whose toes I step on. I don't care who feelings I hurt. Stop beating on these damn kids. Stop having children to beat on them. There are different ways to discipline your children other than beating them. I said it. Y'all can come at me, that's fine. All right. That because this is my show, Champagne Conversations with Kill. This is my show. I feel that beating your children is a generational curse that was passed down from generation to generation to generation, started with slavery. And probably beyond that. Because, I don't know what happened to my people before, they hit this rock. Because that's when apparently our history began, slavery. So I may look a little bit further. But I know, they probably hit somebody with something back then too. You don't have to beat on your children to discipline them or to teach them. So to me, that is a generational curse. That is my opinion. We could talk about it, on the air or off there. All right, Kish, let's see what you say. So they wanted me to pretend it didn't happen and come back around on holidays. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No ham, no bacon, no sausage. What? I told everything. Up until he died, he kept asking me to come see him. No thanks, baby. That's right. That is right. Tell it. Let it be known. Tell it. I would never tell somebody to do. Girl. But yeah, beating. Stop. And then you beat your kids and tell them that you love them after that, and then you wonder why they go into a relationship with a man or a woman and they get knocked upside their head, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, they love me." Hell, that's all they know all their life. You going upside their head and telling them you love them. So now your baby girl or your baby boy out here getting drugged by their significant other, and you trying to tell them to leave, and they say they love me. What does that sound like? What does that sound like? Oh, okay. Little daughter said my mother threw shit at me. I created a Matrix move before the movie created. Baby, you had that lean back. I can laugh about it now, but my childhood was rough. When I went to Chicago, my aunts, I guess I was the whooping board. And whenever she had a bad day, I had a bad day. And I'm not talking about regular beans. I'm talking about stench cords, shovels, being punched in the face like I was a man, being hit in my chest. Like, that's what. And you know what she told me? I better not say nothing, or I was going to get sent back to Little Rock because, my mama didn't want me anyway, because my mama wanted me. She would have came and got me. That's what I was told all my life. I'm 8, 9, 10 years old being told this. So I know the pain in words in telling a child that they're going to be taken away and somebody does not want them. So I took it upon myself to make sure that never happened to my children. Ever. My children can say a lot of things about me. They might say I'm crazy as hell. They can't take me nowhere. But they can never say that I raised my hand and hit them in anger or without anger. Because that's one thing that I did not do. I raised both of my children. I did not whoop them. All right, what they say? And they wonder why I turned into a red ID when accused of abusing those in my house. Baby, we don't play that. Don't play that at all. And if I have another child this day, I will not raise my hand to them. Because I think I did very well. Not whooping on my kids. I got one child in there, 17, top of her class. I have another one at one of the best universities in this nation for aerospace engineering. I think I did goddamn good. I was patient with my children. I taught them cause and effect. I said what I meant. If I said, if you do this, this is going to happen. And it happened. Wasn't no begging, wasn't no pleading, wasn't no nothing. No. You know the consequences of your actions. What did I tell you if this happened? What was going to happen? They explained to me what I said, and they got their punishment. Even when I didn't have any, terrible twos and threes and all that. I didn't have none of that. None of that. None of that. Baby, none of that. I got down to their level. I talked to them in their language. If they 2 years old, I talked to them like they was 2. If they were 5, I talked to them like they was 5 to make sure that they understood what I was saying. Does it take a lot? Yes. Does it take a lot of patience? Yes. A lot of people don't have patience. So, some people call it gentle parenting. I just say I just had patience with my kids. Everybody want to put a label on some shit. I just had patience with my kids. So let's get into these comments, baby. Keisha John said, yes, they've been taught to accept abuse. Exactly. And they are taught to accept abuse by their own parents. And that's why we have all of these adults out here who see nothing wrong with these videos of these parents going into these schools, beating these kids damn near lifeless. Oh, good parenting, good mama. That's what they shouldn't have acted a fool. You wouldn't have acted a fool neither. What? Like, we need to stop that. That is not okay. We have so many hurt and broken adults in this world because of that, because of their whole childhood. They have been abused and invalidated and confused. Because if you sitting up here knocking me all upside my head, beating me with stenching cords and whatever the hell else you got around the house, and then you say, I did that because I love you. What? That's one of the most confusing things I have ever heard in my life. How the hell? If you love me, I hate to see what you do if you hated me. Oh, we're going to get into that too. I hate to see what you're going to do if you hate me, if you treat me like this and you love me. We have to stop it. We have to read a parenting book, watch a documentary, do something. We have to learn different ways of bringing our children up and having them more aware of their mental health, their stability, and everything else. We are basically raising kids, beating them down mentally, physically, and just setting them out into the world. What? How the fuck does that work? You're basically setting your children up for failure and sending them out into the world and then getting mad or getting upset or want to disown them when they lose their way. They were lost when you opened the door and put them out. Ooh. So bad you can have what they call I'm telling you, I baby, children ain't nothing to play with. They are nothing to play with. Maybe I have my little banner. Y'all see all my little socials down there, baby. Follow me on all them, baby. My IG, my Twitch, my TikTok, my Etsy, all that's down there, baby. Make sure y'all like and share this video. Thank you so very much. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to me. Why would you not want to be subscribed to me? I'm the nicest person I know. Get back to the show. Now, you know what? I heard this. I heard this so goddamn much. My family says my son needs a spanking, but all I have to do is take the game, control him. Good mom. I heard that so much, especially when I moved to Shreveport with my now ex-husband's aunts. Because if anybody knows my children, they are very mouthy. They will tell you how they feel. And I'm okay with that. As a mother, I am okay with that. You let me know what's wrong with you. I never told my children they could not speak or tell me how they feel. Or if I did something wrong, tell me, mommy, I didn't like that you did that. And we'll figure out. So now if it's something that I had to do and you didn't like it, we can sit and talk about it, because everything in life you're not gonna like. Well, so I would sit them down and I would talk to them. Things happen in life, child, that that you're not gonna like, and that's okay. You live through the day and you live on. You'll be all right. Things like that have a little camaraderie. But if some of these folks don't want to do that, shut up. You a child. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me how to feel. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is a human being that is different from you. They may have come from you, but they are not you. They have their own ideas, their own feelings. Oh, he said my kids are awesome. Thanks. They really are. They really are. They are my most famous humans. I love my kids. They are my favorite human beings on this planet. That are my grandma. I love my grandma. So yes, I love my daughters too. They are so sweet. They're so sweet. They will cuss you out, but they're so sweet. Oh, we know how you feel. You know we love them too. Say how the hell you think I feel. But yes, honey, don't getting back to beating, baby. Find another way. Y'all may talk about why is my mouse going out? There we go. I had to slam my mouse. Y'all know how we do. We throw shit around here to get to work. What was I saying? Baby, I forgot. I forgot. Anyway, oh yeah. Find different ways to discipline your children. Everybody laugh at timeout, but when they're younger, timeout actually works. Like when they're 2, 3, and 4, timeout or isolating them from the problem until they get themselves together, and then they can come back when they get themselves together, explain what was wrong with them and how they can go about their day being better. Because I did that. I would isolate them and have them when they get themselves together, however long it took. Now, how can we improve that situation so that does not happen again? And that's problem solving skills. You teaching your child problem solving skills. Like I said, it takes a lot of patience. A lot of people don't have patience. I have more patience with children than I do with adults. So didn't bother me. But y'all need to learn how to do that. Do it with the grandkids. Do it with the grandbabies, baby. They love you. And you are right. Sometimes taking a controller isn't enough. It's a thin line. And also you have to establish boundaries. But see, you establish boundaries as that child is growing up. Now, see, that's another thing that some parents do not do. They do not establish boundaries and stop things right when it happens. Now, if little Timmy go over there and slap the shit out of Cindy, and you don't tell little Timmy he can't do that, that's not appropriate behavior, and now he has to be punished for that, then he will know he can't just go around slapping folks. Some people think that shit is cute. So this child grows up with no boundaries. So now when they get older and they end up on Dr. Phil because they just slap shit out their mama, they don't have no boundaries because they were not brought up with boundaries. So once they get older, then they know, oh shit, I can't do that. So if they overstep that boundary and something more than a controller needs to be taken, then take more than a controller. Now, if you got to go out in the back and box, because once you get old enough, I feel like I need to go ahead and take you in the back and fight you like we two pimps at a gas station fighting over the same hoe. Sometimes I feel like that. I feel like that sometimes, but I know I can't. So, sometimes talking repetitively, you feel like you're saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But believe me, in the long run, your child will love you for it. All right. So then we have Tariq. He said timeout isn't working, but we also realizing other things. Exactly. If timeout don't work, baby, it's something that's gonna work. It's something that's gonna work. You take their favorite snack. Oh, you want to act like this? You can't have this today. Now I've done that. Especially when they start using timeout as another way to play. Oh, okay. So we can't have grapes today, or you can't have juice today, or you can't because this is what you did. Oh, baby, they'll fall out. They're like somebody killed them. You have to figure out what goes on with your child. Because your child will teach you how to discipline them. They will. Yep, doing things differently. Exactly. You have to evolve. There's no one way to parent a child because a child is an independent organism. They're not like you. What works with one child may not work with the other child. I have two different kids. And I always go back to my kids because those are my examples. I only have two, unless I want to talk about the dogs. So I don't think y'all want to listen to me talk about disciplining dogs because I have two spoiled dogs. Anyway, what works with my oldest? We can't do with the youngest. We will crush her soul if we did the same thing to her that we had to do with the oldest one. The oldest one, we basically got to take it. The hell did we tell you? Now explain how that made sense. That didn't make no sense. Okay, explain how it didn't make no sense. We can't do that with the youngest one. Baby, she'd be a blubbering, crying mess on the floor. So, thank you. It's good to be back, girls. Good to be back. Oh yeah, baby. He love his gaga. Love that gaga. You take that gaga, it's over. But see, you're evolving. You're learning how to deal with your child. And some people might say, "What the hell is she doing? That's real crazy." You doing what work with your child. Tell him to go kick rocks barefoot with long toenails, because you're doing what you got to do to discipline your child without physically discipline them. All right, when they get older, I talk less. Yeah, you do. Instead of there were boys clubs up, we go box. Say I got a teacher or whatever wavelength is effective for you. And I don't have to box my two. I don't have to box them. But sometimes a good stern talking to or sometimes taking something. That'll work. Because my oldest, baby, you take the Xbox controller. Baby, that'll hurt her hard. Because she loved talking to her folks on Xbox. She could talk to her people for a week. What? Or we'll take the laptop. So, you have to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that. Ooh, that one, baby. You got the buzz out that one. And Kia, you can just look at her and just shake your head and just say, I'm disappointed. And she'll just fall out. Just fall out and correct whatever was done wrong. And see, there we go. Say my kids are older. I take their systems and I don't give them gift cards. You doing what works for you. You don't have to use physical force to discipline your children. We're having a whole conversation right now about that. You don't have to do that. There are other ways. Oh, now restricting the Wi-Fi. Dex has done that. He has completely cut off Wi-Fi. We got a smart home. So he literally can cut off Wi-Fi in each wherever in the house. Maybe he'll cut that Wi-Fi off right in the middle of them doing something. Sure will. Hey, no, we don't need you boxing nobody, baby. We don't need you boxing nobody. Thank you. Just she said facts. That's it, baby. These technology kids, baby, they nothing like we were. Baby, we used to go out, we used to get kicked out the house. We had a hose to drink water out of, and we can only come in to use the bathroom and to get a snack or something. Or they could be like my granddad. My granddad used to give me $2-3. We used to go to the candy lady. No our snacks. Him, get out, gone. That was our snacks. So we came home lunchtime, get kicked right back out, and for a couple more hours, then we came home before it got too dark. Because black folks ain't, and we ain't stay out till the street lights came on, and that's a whole nother story behind that. So yeah, that's generational curse too. Coming home for the street lights come on. That started in sundown towns because black folks couldn't be out when the lights came on because they were either arrested or killed. So that's why you gotta come home before the lights. I don't know what you said, but welcome to the Champagne Conversations. I'm Kimberly Latisse, and I hope that you enjoy the conversation and add to the conversation. That's just fine. Thank you for coming. I remember that. You did cut off all. You suspended her line. But that's what we had to do. She was cutting up. So we cut up. You remember that. We cut that phone off, show did. That was so funny. But she didn't do it again. She ain't do it again. So who? Now, another generational curse for me, because most of these that we're going to talk about is rooted in religion. So I'm not saying that all religion. What I'm taking out are these key points that are rooted in religion. So here we go. Oh, not freeze the bank cards. She'll run home if you freeze her bank card. She will run home. All right, so Keisha had touched on it earlier. Just letting it go. Forgiveness. Now, these people or person has, beated you, some has gone as far as molestation and all these things. They want to keep that in the family. And the first thing that they say is just pray about it. Oh, just let it go and forgive them. Then they have them coming over every other weekend or want you to act like nothing happened, like this person didn't take your innocence or hurt you in some type of way. They want you to forgive them. And then when you ask them why, oh, lean on to your not lean, was it lean into your understand, not even understand some shit like that. They want you to forgive them. Pray about it. Take it to the Lord in prayer and all this stuff. And what? No. Why is this person still a part of the family? Why aren't some type of authorities involved? And if I go outside of the home and tell someone I am demonized, I am punished because now I have outside sources knowing our family secrets. What? Well, God, listen at work. Wait, what is y'all? Y'all is going in these comments. These comments are hilarious. Not the sushi, baby. You know that girl love her sushi. If she can't get that sushi, she gonna ride. She gonna ride. She gonna figure out a bike to ride home. Buy her sushi. But yes, forcing forgiveness to people who have done you wrong, and then when they ask you why, oh, you can't get into heaven. Oh, you gonna go to hell because you hold grudges. You got hate in your heart. Woo, 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 woo. Why wouldn't I have hate in my heart? This person violated me. And now I am forced to sit across a table with them and break bread and fellowship like this person did not do anything to me. But I'm going to go to hell because they hurt me. Stop weaponizing religion to scare people into secrecy or to try to get them to do what you want them to do, because now they're afraid of hell because hell is hot and eternal pain, and the demons gonna be sticking you with shit and all this other stuff. Me myself personally, hell can't be as bad as what I'm living right now on this earth. So if you just gotta cut the heat up a little bit and I'm still living like this, I'll take my chances. Y'all in these comments. It's not even about the show, so I'm not even gonna put them across screen because y'all having a whole little thing going on, and it's funny because I can see everything. So yeah, and also stop using religion to excuse what you do in your life or excuse what you allow others to do. Just like, okay, example, somebody so and so cheating on they spouse. Oh, especially if it's a man. Oh my God, the religion is so misogynistic. Oh my God, if a husband is cheating on his wife, oh, it's always the wife's fault. Oh, that's a man. His flesh was weak. And we but of a woman, oh, she's a Jezebel. She's this. She going to hell. But if the man just got finished impregnating half the block, but his flesh was weak. But she went out for drinks and she's a Jezebel whole home wrecking scuzz bucket. Wait a minute. Wait a wait a minute. Y'all is killing me in these comments. So yes, stop using religion to put fear and weaponize your beliefs and forcing them onto others. We only gonna touch on religion for a little bit because we're gonna get to this jealousy. Because jealousy, who mothers and fathers, stop being jealous of your kids. Your children are not you. Just because your child is better at something than you, do not be jealous. Your child is better looking than you. Mothers and daughters. Some mothers and daughters have the most toxic relationship I have ever heard of in my life. And I really did not really know how bad it was until I started talking to other people. It's when I got out of the house. Some of these mothers, I really swear, should not have been mothers. And I say that with my chest. I say that with my whole chest because the way that they treat their daughters versus their sons is ridiculous. They that coddle that boy. It could be the oldest boy, it could be the youngest boy. Coddle the boy and treat that girl like they're Cinderella. Don't let them be cute. Don't let them be a pretty little girl with long, pretty hair, and the long, curly eyelashes and the Disney princess eyes, the nice, full lips, and the smooth skin. The first thing the mother wants to do is try to put a mark on them. Some of the most disgusting stories I've heard from mothers who were literally jealous of their daughters. Whenever they would put a shirt on, you trying to be fast. You trying to be this. What? This child 5. How's a 5-year-old fast? Baby. Anybody jealousy, baby. But I'm talking about children. Not now as adults. Cause your family a whole different breed. Yes, the way they should have swallowed. They should have swallowed or took it up the ass. I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my soul. Some of these stories are heartbreaking. And it starts from as soon as these girls remember. They could be trying on clothes. Who you trying to look cute for? That's not how a girl's supposed to look. You look like trash. And what is it? Whole thing with the fingernails. We all grew up with, only fast, loose women wore red. I couldn't wear red shirts, red skirts, red nail polish, red lipstick, nothing red because harlots wore red. And it's still being passed down now. And it's like, let these little girls dress up. Let them be little girls. It's like they're taking the childhood from these girls so early. So early. And it's ridiculous. It starts so young, and these mothers act like they truly hate their daughters and they worship their sons. And that is a generational curse that needs to be broken. That needs to be broken. Y'all need to have the same energy for both of them. Junior should not be able to stay in your basement till he's 45. But your daughter got to get out as soon as she 18. Her 18th birthday, you got her shit packed and she got to go. She don't have a job. She don't know how to do nothing. She going to school. That's it. All this baby know how to do is be a student. And you put them out as soon as they turn 18. But that boy sleeping in your basement till he 45. You cook, clean, wash the dirty drawers and everything else. As soon as that little girl can walk, she got to do things for herself. She got to clean her own room, make her own snacks. As soon as she can get on the stove, she got to cook her own food, and then got to cook food for the brother. You got to cook food for them. It could be the older brother or the younger brother, but you got to fix it. When I fix my place, you got to fix his plate too. Stop being jealous of these girls. Fathers, stop being jealous of your sons. Just because you was not able to run fast and your boy is grease lightning, don't be jealous of him. Just because you are not able to be a football player and your boy is playing football, do not stop him or him up because he's better than you. And I have heard, so many stories of black boys that could be so great, but their parent was jealous of what they can do because they were not able to do it. Why are you able to do that? I couldn't do that. I wasn't doing that as a child. When I was your age, I was working. When I was your age, I was doing this. But baby, that was 40 years ago. This boy's 16. He don't have to work. He don't have to walk 5 miles to go bag up clothes at Cohen's. Let these children be children. All right, let's see. Mother's also try to dictate the son's life. She wants to mold him into the dream man, and she always wanted facts. And I was just about to get to that. Women, stop raising your sons to be the man that you want. Your son is not your man. Your son is your son. I was just about to get to that after I got off the fathers. All right, T, what you got there? A lady in the nail shop, another customer, quote unquote, said that to me once about red nail polish. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they still say that to this day. Baby, look at Facebook comments. Look at the Facebook comments. Like, go into a mother group or a parenting group and just read the comments. It still goes on now in 2022. It still goes on. And it's fucking sickening. Fucking sickening. But here we go. Lived it. My dad ended all my sports days because I was taller and more talented. A lot of men do that. A lot of men do that because they are jealous of their sons, because their sons are better than them. Because they feel, because they did not have a childhood, that their child does not have a childhood. And that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. The most asinine thing, especially with these kids now, with technology making everything so much easier on these kids. I didn't have that when I was growing up. I had to do this. I had to do that. I stop them right then. You had your child, what? You were 25, 26 years old. That was, now your child 5. That was 30 years ago. The same technologies we had 30 years ago don't apply to right now. So if they have products that make things easier, or, they have equipment that make things easier, why keep that from your child? Because you want them to struggle like you did 30 years ago. What sense does that make? It's pure jealousy. And they try to, oh, that's tough love. No, that's not tough love. That's jealousy. You're jealous of your child. Stop that. That is a generational curse. We need to leave that. Leave that in the cotton fields. Stop it. Exactly. I want my child to be better than me mentally, emotionally, and physically. All that. I want their life to be so much easier than mine. What I look like want my child had the same life I have. Literally. Why would you want your child to have the exact same life you had? And I've asked a mother that because I used to work at a daycare. She always complained about this little girl. Always complained about her little girl. And I literally asked her, I said, do you want your child to have the same life that you had? And she just looked at me because I just got tired. I got fed up. Did I overstep? Probably. I don't give a fuck. Because that was a baby. That was a 5-year-old. Like, why do you want the same pain in your life on your child? You should want better for your child. So why do you act like that towards your child? And it was just basically broke down to jealousy. She was jealous that her child had the love of her baby daddy. She thought that she was going to trap this man with this baby. I'm telling this girl business. I'm telling this girl's business. What? But anyway, and the father stayed in the child's life. Did not want shit to do with her. He did it the right way. Only conversation they had was about their child. Whenever she needed something, he went and got it. He came and got her every weekend with or without her permission. He was there every Friday. I knew her daddy was coming to pick her up. And she didn't like that. Exactly. Literally jealous that this child had the love of a man that she did not have the love of. So she treated him poorly. And I literally stood there and had her realize that. And she had to apologize to the little girl. I'm so sorry. Because she literally did not know. Because she felt like she was acting the way that her mother acted. That's that mindset transferring from generation to generation. That's the definition of generational curse. But baby, that's all of them. What y'all got to say? What y'all got to say in the comments, baby? Let me know. Because I feel like I just talked. Y'all had your own thing going on, talking about tea and sprouts and cheering and everything. And y'all was really getting it in the comments. And I really love the conversation y'all had. I couldn't show everything. But I really love the conversation y'all had going. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. And I'm happy. So what y'all got to say? Come on, talk, come on. So we can talk about it. Baby, that's fine. That's mama. That is mama. You can just watch the replay, baby. We still talking. We ain't talking about holy secrets, beating religion, and jealousy. I just got off of parents being jealous of their kids. That's a generational curse that needs to be. Y'all need to unpack that. Y'all need to figure out why y'all feeling like this. Unpack it and resolve it. Because that child didn't ask to be here. Even if that child was planned or unplanned, that child did not ask to be here. Facts. And that's another thing that's pushed on girls too. Marriage. I didn't push that on mine. Because marriage is not a flex. I'm sorry, it's not. But as girls, we are basically groomed to be wives. That's another conversation. I mean, we can add it to religion. Because all my life I heard, what was that? Oh, that Proverbs, that virtuous woman. You got to be a virtuous woman. You can't act like that. You won't get a husband. You can't. Oh, you just so unladylike. I still hear that. I am gonna be 41 years old, March the 3rd. 41. And I still get told that I am unladylike. I just had a conversation not too long ago with my dad because he said I cuss too much. That's unladylike. I'm not a lady. I'm a woman. Some days I'm a bitch. Some days I'm a whore. You know. So, flex. Marriage is not the flex that it used to be. It's not. It's really not. Especially now in this day and age, everybody getting money. It's prenup. Some people are marrying just for money. And so marriage is easy to get into, but it's hell to get out of. Believe me, I know. I know. Hey, well, marriage isn't a flex when it's good and beneficial to both parties. Other than that, trash. I do agree. I do agree. And all that, what do you bring to the table? Are we equally yoked and all this other shit? That's just fucking trash. Some people live happy lives just being in relationships forever. That is beneficial to them. Be literally in a relationship forever. And some folks, some states have common law marriage, and who it is still not marriage. It's still, to me, y'all just doing y'all thing, and if y'all break up, y'all can get half. That's just fucking with benefits. Fucking with benefits. I said it. So yeah, it's not the flags. Said it is. My sister-in-law, different culture, religion. They're looking at her funny because she isn't married. They asked her if she was gay because she wasn't married. Yeah. Yeah. I was told that, my family thought that I was gay. Cause I'm a little rough around the edges. I'm a little rough. Just a little around the edges. So when I actually, became engaged, had kids, and married, they was like, baby, they thought that was a happy day. Like, oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Baby, because Jesus walked. He did. Jesus washed sins away. He did all that. That's what they said. But it's not flex. And stop teaching our girls that they have to look a certain way or present themselves a certain way for a relationship. Yes, marriage does have its benefits though. Yeah, legally, but they have a lot of benefits. But I'm speaking of marriage as in something that is forced on children, especially girls, at a young age. You're supposed to remain pure for your husband. You're supposed to act a certain way, dress a certain way, present yourself a certain way for marriage. That's what we're talking about. Now, if it's two people who love each other, gonna be there for each other to death do you part, get married. There are some marriages, baby, some folks love and live and be married until the day that they die. And that is a beautiful thing. I wanted that for myself. But I married a troll. And that didn't happen. Yes, motherfucker, I'm talking about you because I know that you're watching me from a foo-foo, especially now that I'm back. You're watching me from one of your little frivolous pages. So yes. Anyway, I'll begin the email later. I ain't worried about it. And see, but your mom never did that. That was done to me. That was done to me. Oh, the first thing they do is they get a little girl a doll, Oh, you got to be gentle with the baby. Get them a nice little tea set, teach them how to drink with their pinkies up and all the different type of forks and shit. And the salad fork and the dessert fork and the soup spoon and the regular spoons and all this shit and knives and all that shit. You taught that at a young age. I mean, think about it. They get kitchen sets, dolls, tea sets. and all, be taught to be dainty, pretty, pristine princesses for marriage. Say marriage and wedding are different. Yes, they are. Crappy parents want to see a wedding. Real adults want a marriage. Yes. Weddings and marriages are different. Yes, they are. Wedding is just the events. The marriage starts when you say I do. And then when you leave the wedding and you live your life cohabiting together, that's marriage. Marriage is work. Marriage is fucking work. And if you're not willing to put in the work for marriage, you. But I'm not saying be no fool. Putting in work and being a fool is two different things. Because if you being mistreated and abused and your significant other is sleeping with any and everybody with a pulse, and then you just supposed to sit there and be the, I forgive you. I love you, my darling. We will get through this. You're a fucking fool. I said it. Work is different than being a fool. Just gonna put that out there. Baby. I felt this in my soul. Baby, this it. This it. If me and Dex don't make it, this it. This is it. Here I stand. This it. This right here is the last relationship I have in me. I was married 15 years. That's them the only years I claim. Give me my divorce, bitch. And baby, this I don't want that. Them 15 years, I want that. Yeah. Living is work. So you might as well throw love in it too. Living in love is work. Love is work. Love is work. Oh my God. Love is work. There's a lot of compromising, a lot of talking, a lot of patience. And if you don't have that, don't get married. Don't get married. Because it's not one of them situations where you can pick up they Jordans and throw them outside and then you never see them again. Bitch, the rest of my clothes here. You can't throw me out. My bills here. My mortgage is here. Like, that's some things you can't, like, some people don't think about that. They just think when they get married, it's still like a relationship. No! What the fuck? No. Shut up, fool. I do want to get married. Hell. I'm speaking on my. Didn't I just say that this is the last relationship I got? Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? I just said this is the last relationship that I got. In me. Now, if you don't want to get married, let me know. So I can go out here and beat you up. Give me them 1-2s, them 3-4s. But yes, honey, we done went all the way off topic. It really wasn't, but it was. But anyway, baby, this the last sip. If y'all do not know what the last sip is, the last sip is where I share my little opinion. Sometimes it's on topic, sometimes it's off topic. And today, it just seems to be off topic. This is way what's going on here. Now, because he put this up here. Punk. No, we finna get married. No, we got these circumstances and situation on this we got to get through first. Then we gonna get married. But I'm just saying, it's not the flex that you are taught as a child. It's not. Marriage is work, hard work. It's just something that you just can't give up on. But I said, even though you putting in work, don't mean be a fool. Because putting in work and being a fool is two different things. That's all right. That's all right. I got some strength in these legs. I said, with what you can't even lift your arm. That's all right. It's just the left one. I ain't got that much power in, but I can probably give you a good right hook. Probably a good one. It's probably the only one I got, but it's gonna be good. So, we living like the Golden Girls after Dexter Blue. I don't know how you do. I do not know how you do. We all gonna be Blanche Devereaux. She said, "LaDonna called me Sophia because I said I already started." Girl, somebody, let's go. Ooh, we petty. We are so petty. These comments. But yes, honey, the last sip, baby. Let's get back to the last sip. My last sip is I'm back. I'm back, some bitches. I'm back. I'm gonna see y'all. I'm trying to see y'all every Thursday. Baby, because if I wake up with a migraine on this side, behind this eye, going this way, I may have to do it another day. I woke up feeling good today. I didn't have a migraine. My voice is here. I don't know what other voice came out a little while ago, but my voice is here. I feel good. I can breathe right now. So, we're going to do this show. But I'm back. And if we have any subjects that y'all want to talk about, let me know in the comments or on any of these pages, baby. Let me know. Any of these pages. Hit me up, DM me, or just write it on the page. Hey, Kim, let's talk about this. We can write it up and we can talk about it. So, yes, thank y'all for coming today. I had so much fun today. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad y'all are here. So I'm just not talking into the ether because I can do that. But anyway, I'm gonna see y'all next week, baby. I think I already have the subject for the notebook over there, baby. I can't safely get up. I can't get up. So I'll make a post about it. I was gonna tell y'all what it is for next week, but I can't. I can't get up. I'm gonna get banned because I ain't got no pants on. So anyway, I'm gonna see y'all next week. I love y'all so much. Say everybody's on their own, baby. Mine are old enough that I can actually do that. If I don't feel like cooking, my baby's 17. We got a wok and a deep freezer full of food. She can make her some Korean cold noodle dish. She love that. Me and her both love Korean food, so she can whip up some Korean food, like whip. She can do all that. So it might be what she gonna do. It might be what she gonna have to do. But anyway, yay! I am back. We're back. We're gonna be this. This is gonna be our little hangout on Thursdays. Don't forget y'all notebooks when y'all on the show. Y'all know I'll be working y'all. Any type of revelations, things that you want to, ponder over, think over that we're talking about in our show, write it down for yourself so you can go back. Thank you. I done lost a few pounds for y'all, baby. I miss it. I done lost a few pounds in my waist for you. You know that? I'm under 300 pounds, so I'm glad about that. My children have never seen me under 300 pounds, so I'm excited. I am excited. I'm happy about it. Some days I do go a little bit over because I'm like in the high 290s. So, some days I might wake up, I might be little 302, little 303, and I'll be sitting here looking like I am a failure. Then I remember that I drink a lot of water. So it's a lot. She used every pot. She got one for the noodles, one for the sauce, one for the damn vegetables. I don't know what it is about that child. She has one knife for the jelly, one knife for the peanut butter. It's like everything has to have its own separate. But we working on that. We working on it. I don't think she working too hard on it though. But that's a whole nother subject. Maybe my neurodivergent child, she just her stuff can't touch until she put it together. So I just live here. Oh, you better start some shit now. You better start some shit. Trisha told me love use all parts. No, but she doesn't leave me in the sink and walk off. Girl, yes. I am Winnie the Pooh. Did you hear me? Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Chubby little doggy stuffed with fluffies. That's me today. Everybody I threw this on. Because I got these Tyler Perry braids in my head. And I'm looking like Shamar Moore up on the hill. That's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother subject. We're not finna get into that. Because it's the end of the show, y'all. I'm finna go. We've been on it for an hour, 16 minutes talking shit and getting it done. Y'all, we did it. I am back. And it's going to be on Thursday. It's going to be a little hangout spot. See y'all here. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch. Because, I'm knocking on heaven's door on you on Facebook. If I get one more violation, I'm on third day ban. I will not be able to go live on that page. So I think I got some shit on the review now. So your girl may not be on Facebook going live. But anyway, if I do, it's gonna be an independent live just for Facebook. Probably go in there and do some affirmations. Affirmations. I can't never say that fucking word because I got this book. Empower Black Girl, and this is Joyful Affirmations. I can never say that word. And Words of Resilience. Baby, we're gonna be going through this, and I just might do that on Facebook Live on my Kimberly Latisse page. So that is coming soon. We're gonna go through this book. And when we pull this book out, pull out your notebook. It's always about self-reflection and what's being a better you. All right. So I'm gonna see y'all next week, baby. She said she gonna learn to get banished from the kitchen. This book, Dex got it at Target. This is at Target. So if y'all go get this book, we will do it together. Like, this could be our first book. And here we go. Bam. We finna do a book club, bitch. This gonna be it. It's at Target. How much was it, babe? Yeah. We can go through this book on Facebook Live. We'll probably start that next week. Give y'all time to get the book. I will do a post about it. I'll do a post about it. So when we get started, we can February only. Y'all better go get that motherfucker. Y'all better go get it tomorrow. Or y'all just gonna be kicking it with me with the book. It was $20. $20 is a Black author. So support her. Support MJ. I can't pronounce that last name, baby. I'm not going to try to. I'm lying. Fever. I want to say Fivel because I'm an 80s kid. Fivel, but I don't want to do that because that's disrespectful. So, yeah. That's her. Her or him. But I know they're Black. So help me out. So yeah. Baby, I'm going to see y'all. All right. Baby, even if I got 3 people that got it, I don't care. We'll start next week with that. Have our own little book club, go through it, talk and, reflect. We'll only read so many amount, probably like I may say we're gonna go through page 1 through 20 or some shit like that. And we can reflect and talk about it, have a little camaraderie and whatnot. But baby, I'm finna get off here. Because I just been with y'all for an hour and 20 minutes. It don't even seem like it. I wasn't expecting to be on here this long, y'all. I wasn't going to be on here this long. But y'all know I get long-winded to get off track and talk shit. And then got to come back. And it's just like I'm doing right now. So, hey, I'm going to see y'all next week, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. On your way out, hit that like button, because that makes me feel like you like me. Makes me feel good. Well, anyway, see y'all next week. I am here so good. Thank you. I feel like it was a great show because I had such a good time. And like I said, I will see y'all next week. So, hey, be good to yourself and good to others. It costs not a motherfucking thing to be a decent human being, and call out racism. Don't let it call out you. See y'all later.